Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. Even though I'm not cooking today, I'm doing the unboxing of my Pampered Chef, which I promised everybody I would. There's Erlene. Um, and since I've got iOS 13, I'm not getting notifications. If anybody else doesn't have any, it have iOS 13. Periscope is glitchy. It's not giving us the notifications for any of the any Periscope. So I just have to go in and check every once. I just was on a Periscope that I missed almost the whole thing. I have to go back and watch the replay because Forerunner was on and I missed it. But I know iOS 13 is real glitchy. So if you've got iOS 13, you're not getting the notifications. That's why. I thought I'd let you people know. I contacted them again to let them know that Periscope is still glitchy. They had an update as of 2 days ago, and I thought that would fix it, but it hasn't fixed it. So I'm hoping that people will come in here that may not have iOS 13 and see what I have, because I've got quite a bit here. I've been waiting on this all day. It just came about a half hour ago, but I wanted to watch the Periscope I was in before I came in here. I promised everybody I would. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I promised I'd do this today versus a cooking scope. I'm almost on the same time I would do it for cooking scope, so I guess it worked out anyway. I wanted to do this because people are really interested to see what I got from Pampered Chef, and this is from my party now. Stuff that I got free and stuff that I ended up paying for. I'm going to save the best for last. I've opened all the boxes up. I had 2 boxes. I didn't open up boxes inside the box, but I opened up the outside box, so I would have that done. So I'm just going to put 1 or 2 things up here at a time, and I'm going to start opening them up. I'll get a few more people in here to make sure that people are in here that want to see, because you'll have to go back and watch the replay. But if you have never heard of Pampered Chef, hi, good to see you, welcome. Or you haven't got any Pampered Chef, check it out. Pampered Chef is an awesome product. They have a lot of good products. I mean, I don't know what I'd be without Pampered Chef. They are my really help me with my cooking, because it really makes things go faster. It seems like things go smoother. I should say, it's just awesome to be able to have Pampered Chef products and to be able to come in here and show you exactly what I did get. I'll probably demonstrate these products a time or two when I get on, when I'm thinking about it. But I wanted to show you today because I don't even remember all I got anyway, so I'm going to be surprised. Some of the things I remember and some things I don't. So I'll go through these individually, and you can see what I got. I've got a paring knife here if I have to open up any boxes, but this ought to be awesome that you can see. And invite your friends and followers if you will. Like I said, those that have iOS 13, like my daughter, I just messaged her and let her know that I'm coming in. My little can opener, no, I got the white one. I'll show you the white one. This I got from Pampered Chef, but I got this a while back. This was a few parties ago I got this. This is the Pampered Chef one. I've had this and I love this thing. And I think I've demonstrated this a few times or two, but I'll set that aside since that isn't part of the stuff that I'm opening up today anyway. But everything that the electric, no. The electric, this is not electric. Electric can opener I don't even use it anymore. I just basically use this one. I don't even use my electric one anymore. Because this one, you know why? Because the electric one, it leaves rough edges on your cans, your lids, and you're going to get cut. Where this here will take and it makes the edge real smooth, and you don't get cut on it. And you don't get cut on the can either, so that's why I use that. So I don't use the electric one anymore. I think I got rid of the electric one. I tossed it out. So I just make do with that one. Yeah, they don't have an electric can opener. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, they don't have an electric can opener, but I'll tell you, you don't need an electric can opener. You start using this, and you'll be glad you have it, because it's an awesome can opener. It takes a little practice to get it on your can and get it opened up right, but it's an awesome can opener. I'll set that aside because that's not part of what I'm doing today. But I'm going to get this started since I do have some people in here, and probably I'll get stragglers in here as time goes on. There's Luke. Good to see Luke. I'll get some stragglers, and I see Gary's in here, and Arlene and Tammy, and I'm good to see all of you guys in here. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Okay, I don't know what everything is that I'm getting. Oh, okay, I know what this is. This, this is a, I'm just now starting to open it up. I'm going to keep the boxes for these. I'm going to put these on my table. Yeah, me too. This, hi Missy, good to see you. This, everybody should know what this is. This is the quick cooker fluted cake pan. You can do bundt cakes in your quick cooker. That's what this is for, the fluted cake pan. And this goes on. It's like a little rack, and it sits on your inside. I forgot I had ordered this because that was one of the things on my wish list. I probably put this down a little bit. One of the things on my wish list when I had my party, people had to try to guess what was on my wish list. This was one of them. Welcome to everybody coming in, and thank you for sharing this out. I'm going to put this stuff back in the boxes. I'm going to keep them in their boxes and kind of keep some out here so I don't have to walk around the house to get everything. And I'll sit this, when I show these things, I'll sit them down on the floor so I don't get it mixed up. And as you can see, I got my counter empty next to my quick cooker. I'm ready for what goes. And that's what I'm going to show you is going to go last, is I'm going to put in there. I'm going to put this down here. All right, now. Okay, I got the box open, but I'm just going to grab each one individually. I thought it would be a lot easier that way to grab them individually. And I think everybody knows what this is. You can tell by the shape of it. I know what it is before I even open up the box. I've seen Alexis use hers, and I've been waiting for it, and I know it's going to be an awesome thing to use. It's easy to get everything put together. Well, if I can figure out how to get the box open, I'll be lucky. There we go. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to put this back in the box, too. I like to keep everything back in the box. Okay. Kind of gave it away, didn't I? Kind of gave it away. Get this pulled out of here. That's the turntable. There's the turntable. Your turntable goes. I don't know how. I think it locks on somehow. I have to ask Alexis, but there's the thing for it. But this is the turntable. Now Alexis uses hers and puts her fruits and veggies on it. And I've been anxious to get this. This is one of the first things I said I saw in the book that I wanted to get as a free item, because I've seen Alexis use hers, and I says, I know that this is going to work well, because you know that I'm like her. I get a lot of bowls out, and I chop up onions, and I chop up carrots and celery and what have you. Well, this is awesome that you can stick the bowls on here and you can turn it around to do what you need to do with it. Oh, yeah, it would be. It would be good for spices as well. Absolutely. So I'm going to put this back in here. And this probably won't go back in the box the way I had it. They never do. But I'll put it back the way I'm going to put it in the box for right now until I'm ready to use it. These boxes are so nice and handy to keep. It keeps everything together in your boxes if you keep them in the boxes. Kind of keep them together. Now, I don't know how that goes, but I'm going to try to put it back in. If I can't get this back in there, I'll leave it. I guess I have that in there. And I'll just stick this in here. And people will have to look at the replay to see what I'm doing, because I have to get everything else out again. And that's going to be kind of hard to get. That's hard to get in the box, so I may have to leave that one out. I'll just sit it down here. Got my trusty paring knife, and these things I hang on to every one of these. I never throw these away. I've got a drawer full of these things from everything I've ever got. You know why I do? I keep them because if I have a question as to how to use the product, I just find them for that particular thing and I use it. So I'm gonna put that. That's for the fluted cake pans. The turntable one's stuck in there. But I got a drawer full of them, and I got them in a baggie, so I kind of keep them together. That's very good knowledge on there, because it tells you how to care for them, tells you how to use them, and that's why I keep them. So if you ever get stuff from Pampered Chef, don't throw those white things away, because that's got a lot of information on there. Oh yeah, okay. These here. I think Erlene's got these too. These are the steamer baskets for your quick cooker. This is where you can do two things at once. That's what I got these for. You could maybe put maybe broccoli in one and a cauliflower in another, and steam them in your Put them in your quick cooker and steam them at the same time. This is awesome. I've been waiting for these because I didn't have anything like this. I've got a steamer, a regular steamer that you can put on the stove, but I would rather use the quick cooker if I can steam broccoli and cauliflower and stuff like that. I'd rather do that. So that's what I'm going to use this for. It goes in your quick cooker. It doesn't go in anything else. So I'm going to save it for that, of course. All right. I'm just putting everything back in the box for right now until I can find a place for them. Oh yeah, I ordered 2 more of the stoneware, and I have the light color, the sandstone. Well, I said, well, I'll get a couple of gray stone, the gray ones, since I didn't have these, and these are pretty too. You know, these would make nice cereal bowls and make nice soup bowls. So now I got 4 of them. So I really don't need any more. This stoneware. I love stoneware. That's the stoneware that's the only stoneware I have. So I'm gonna really value that. I'm gonna put this down over here. Put it in this box so I can put these down over here, and then I'll get back up there with you. Just a minute. I'm gonna put these in here so I don't trip over them. Just a minute. Okay. Put them in that box so you don't trip over them. Okay. All right. Now I'll have fun putting this stuff away after I get off it. Oh yeah. Remember these things that Alexis was talking about? She asked me if I'd like to have these. These things are adorable. Look at that. Aren't those so cute? You got a gold, a silver, and a bronze. Those are cute spoons. Use these for like ice cream. They're adorable. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. And very pretty too. Those are awesome. Those little spoons. Because like I said, portion control is what you need. And those spoons like that would help me get good portion control. Because believe me, I don't have portion control. I think I'll sit this one up here because that's little. I don't have good portion control. I always use my big teaspoons. Well, those will work just great. Huh. I got some other bigger items in here, but I'll come with the smaller ones first. Okay, this one, everybody can see what this one is. I didn't have a good one of these, and I thought I better get one. A pie server. These are awesome. I believe that's what it is. Oh, slice and serve. Yeah, it's a slice and serve for pies. Oh, these are awesome. Oh, look at that. It's even got serrated edges on it. Oh, awesome. Look at that. It's got a little thing on it. Because I don't have a good pie server, and I can't find the one I had. And these are ideal because if you make a lot of pies, you know, you want something that you can slice it with. Of course, you got to be careful. If you use this in a non-stick pan, it's going to scratch it. So my suggestion is use this in an aluminum pan, stainless, regular pan. It's not, that's not your non-stick. I don't have very many. I've got the ones that are non-stick. So, but I can find something to use that on, so there's no problem there. That's what I got. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember what this is. Thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you for sharing this out. I like this little case for this. Do you guys know what these are before I take them out of the box or out of the package? Can somebody try to guess what these are? Can you guess what these are before I pull them out? Erlene might know if she got some. I don't know if she got any or not. Some people may not know what they are. You're right. They're the metal straws with the spoons on the end. I think these are awesome. Look at that. Aren't those awesome? Look at that. Yep. Or you can call them spoon straws, right. Awesome. And I like this. Case they have for them. That is awesome. Because there's a lot of things that Oh, you wanted them also? You have a lot of things that you may need those straws and spoons for. Well, instead of digging in your drawer for a straw and then maybe a spoon, you got it all together. You know, you're like milk, because I don't eat milkshakes, but you have ice cream or something and it's real thick and you can't get it out. That's real good for that. I'll put this up here. These are small. I'll drink some water. Okay, got some more. Get out of here. I'll get this one out here. Everybody should know what this is. I won't take it out of the package because you should tell what it is, but it's the donut pan, and I thought this is awesome. Oh, you got that, Erlene? Yeah, it's hard for me to get my donuts the right size, so this will be ideal. I probably can't use it in here. Well, yeah, I can. Looks like it will fit in here, won't it? I don't know. Let me see. No, not quite, but I'm going to get my oven fixed so I can use it in there. So, oh, you have two of them? Well, I just got the one. That's all. I'm going to put this down in this box. Oh, and then I got, wow. Oh, look at this spatula. I didn't realize this thing was huge. Oh yeah, this goes with the this straws. I better put this back in here. The brush, I better put that in there. That fell out, so I better keep that with it so I'll always have it. Look at this spatula, how big this is, or whatever you want to call it, a scraper. I didn't realize it was this big. You know, when you see it in the catalog, you think it's a small one. You know, I got small ones. But this one's really huge. I'm going to take it out of the paper. You can't take it out right now. But look how big that thing is. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. This is really a big scraper. Wow. This is... You got the whole set, Erlene? Yeah, I probably figured you would. That's awesome. That's really, really big. This, yeah, I can take this out of the bag. This is ideal if you have it was a whole set. Okay. Now this I was kind of debating whether I wanted to get this or not, but I decided to anyway. This is our tortilla warmer, but you can use this for different things, more than tortillas. To warm, you know, you heat your tortillas up and keep them warm in here for your tacos. Oh, did they have good deals? This is the tortilla warmer. I thought this was kind of awesome. Oh, you want that too? Oh, I saw it and I thought I'm gonna go ahead and get this. Yeah, it's their tortilla warmer, but I believe if I'm not wrong, you can use more than just tortillas in here. You can use other things in here too. Heat up other things in here. And you got maybe pita bread, maybe, you know, or keep them warm in there. Heat them up and keep them warm in there. If you want warm tortillas, you got a family, and for myself, I don't really mind it, but I'm gonna use it anyway because tortillas are better warmed up than cold anyway. Let me put this back in here. Oh, then I got a whisk. Alexis talks about the whisk because you want it where the. Look at that. No, I don't have the whisks I have. They aren't this close together. This is the whisks I have are let's see. Well, they kind of come together, but this is a little bit better. This is a real nice whisk. I thought I need a good whisk because I'm always using whisks for different things. Isn't that awesome? I like the way this is made. Yeah, that is an awesome whisk, isn't it? It really is. I'm going to be anxious to use that, you know, because I think it's awesome. I like the way it looks. I'm going to put this up here too, small. One more thing is in this here. I'm going to a couple more. Oh yeah, got me the tomato knife. Everybody. Oh, a great whisk. I didn't have a tomato knife, and I'm always slicing tomatoes, kind of cockeyed. And I want a good tomato knife. Everybody knows this is the tomato knife. It's similar to your chef's knife, which you know is your yellow one. This is the tomato knife. So I'm going to keep this in here. And I think I'll take it out right now and put it in my thing, and keep the sheaths on. Whenever you get knives and stuff, I don't keep the sheaths on my paring knives because I use them all the time. But my chef's knife, I don't use it every day, so I keep the sheath on. Well, that thing is sharp, and I've gotten cut on it before, but this is a nice looking knife, serrated knife. So I'm going to put that right in here and keep that with that. And I'll put this in the drawer, so I have that. Of course, that's the paring knife I'm using. Now I'm not sure what's in here, but I'm going to look. Porcelain? I don't think it's porcelain. It's got it's a plastic handle is basically what it is. It's serrated on the edge, and this is the sheath it goes into. Keep it on there. But you kind of need a serrated knife to cut your tomatoes. I have serrated steak knives, which I don't use for steak because I don't eat steak anymore since I'm a vegan. So I use those because they're serrated. But I thought I'm going to get me an actual tomato knife. I don't have to use those anymore because I'm getting tired of cutting my tomatoes up and smushing them. With that will cut them decent, and I won't have to worry about smushing them. This bag's not going to be easy to get open. I can see that. Oh, here it comes. So, I'm not going to answer that. That's not part of my Periscope. I will not answer that. That has nothing to do with this. Keep him out of it, please. If you can't keep him out of this, then you leave. And here I got one of these silicone basting. I think I've got two of these now because I got another one a while back. So I've got two basting brushes. I guess you can't have too many of those anyway. I first forgot I had one, so there I got me another one. I'll put that there. I got a lot of small stuff. Oh, yes, it is. Pretzel maker. And this is what's this? Oh, the dough crimper. Well, that must be for the pretzel maker. That's what that's for. Okay. All right. Yeah, here's your pretzel form. And I've seen Alexis use this before, and I'm surprised she's not in here, but she's probably really... Oh, you've done that? Okay, here's the pretzel form, and I've watched Alexis put the pretzel, and you put your dough on here, and you form your pretzel. And you can see it's the shape of a pretzel. I thought it was kind of cute, and I saw Alexis use it. I thought, well, I can do that. So I bought the dough maker, and I'm going to make some pretzels sometime. Because you can make pretty good sized pretzels, and bake them. Let me keep this out. I'll just put it back in this bag. And here's the pretzel dough. This is the mix. I can't show you right now until you go to make it, but it works fairly. It's hard for me to explain it. It makes your pretzels. I really can't explain it too much. We'll put this in here too. Got the pretzel form. Oh, and I got me a mat. A pretzel mat. Got the pretzel mat. I didn't have this one, so I got me a pretzel mat. Isn't that cute? So I got that. I'm gonna put this all back in the bag. Put this back in the box. See, I got a lot of stuff. Now that's empty. This box is empty. I'll probably put some of this stuff back down in here, and then I'll come in this box. And now I'm going to save the best for last. Okay. All right. Okay. Here's the best for last. Everybody knows what this is. And I've got a spot for it right here. I have been waiting a long time for this. Erlene's already got to use hers quite a bit. And, of course, Alexis uses hers. So I wanted to have one myself. So say hello to New Way of Cooking. And I guess it's in another language. All right. Okay. Getting Started Guide. Oh, you're giving yours a good workout. You probably more than paid for it already. Getting Started Guide. Here, this is of course, this is always a user manual on how to use it. Here is the cooking guide. This is what I've been waiting to get because they said, oh, thank you. There's quite a bit of recipes in here. Maybe I won't basically make them all, but you've got your soup set, your custom blend, which you probably use for ice cream. You got your jam settings. Oh, a nacho cheese sauce. Awesome. How does it rate to the Vitamix? The only thing I can say is I'm going to have to try it out next to the Vitamix. The Vitamix, we all know, does not cook. It doesn't heat your food up. So anything you have to put in the Vitamix, like for sauce, like cheese sauce, like carrots and potatoes, you can't put them in the Vitamix raw because they need to cook. So you have to cook them on the stove first, and then get everything mixed together in your blender and make your cheese sauce. That's what Arlene and I do. The Vitamix is a good blender, but it only heats with friction, and that's it. It does not have a heating element in it. So that's what's different. So I wanted to compare this with the Vitamix. The Vitamix is sitting over on the other counter, and I'm putting this next to the quick cooker so I don't get it mixed up. Now this has got a nacho cheese sauce. So we've got different settings here. We're going through the different settings. Well, this is what Alexis had made, her hidden veggie marinara. No, that's the heated puree. It tells you exactly that hidden veggie marinara that she did. That's on the heated puree setting. It tells you exactly what setting you're going to use on it. The broccoli cheddar soup with cheddar biscuits. I wouldn't make the biscuits. Yeah, it is. I intend to make this on Periscope. 2.5 cups of low sodium vegetable broth. It calls for 6 cups of broccoli florets, 2 large heads, but I think that's an awful lot. For me, I probably would just do 1 head because 6 cups is an awful lot of broccoli for one person. Erlene says it's not even enough for them, 3 of them, but I would cut the recipe back I would cut it in half. My daughter did it with a different recipe, and she had to keep adding liquid, and she had put too much broccoli in it. And I told her, so you're going to have to take some of the broccoli out because she really had to go and clear up to the top of the PC blender. It wasn't particularly for that recipe. It's for the Ace blender, but she thought she'd try it. It didn't make, you mean the 6 cups, it didn't make much? I thought it would. I thought doesn't it go clear up to the top when it starts blending in that, Erlene? Because it looked to me like it would make quite a bit. Now, butternut squash soup. This looks good. Oh, okay. Hi, Natasha. Butternut squash soup. That's your soup setting. And then roasted red pepper and walnut dip. Well, that sounds good. There you got hummus. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. You got hummus. Now, my daughter made roasted red pepper hummus in the Vitamix, but you could probably do the same thing in the PC blender, which I'll come on probably and use a blender tomorrow for Periscope. Now, whole wheat pancakes. Now, that's awesome. If you like a lot of pancakes, I don't eat a lot, but might be okay. That's the grind setting. Horchata. Oh, that must be your milks. I don't know. Alexa says this didn't appeal to her. I was in her Periscope this morning, and this didn't really appeal to her too much. I don't know if I would ever make that. It takes white rice, water, cinnamon stick, vanilla extract, and sweetened condensed milk. I don't know. That doesn't sound like that would be too good for me. That's an alternative milk setting. And then you got your smoothie bowls. You got a green smoothie and you got a blackberry. Now this one looks good. Blackberry cashew smoothie bowl, blackberry. A green mango. I don't know about the green or not. It probably got spinach in it. Yeah, I suppose I'll have to go through this and see what all it has in it. But this has got a lot of recipes in it, and it tells you what to set them on. Sweet potato soup. Now that's one I try in there. Here's strawberry banana smoothie. I try that in there. You really want that blender? Oh, well, I hosted my own party this month, and that's how I was able to get it. I got it for $139.50. I believe it's $139.60 or something like that. So just by hosting a party, I wanted to get it at least 60% off. So I was able to get that. And my daughter's, I got one for her at 50% off. I couldn't get her for 60, but I got her one for 50% off. So now she's got one too. This is the brush, and I'm not sure what this is. Another cap or something. I'll have to hang on to that. Do you know what this is, Erlene? I'm not sure what that is. It's a cap for something. Okay. Of course, here's the tamper. Boy, that is a little tamper. Oh, you miss your mom? Yeah, I don't have my mom anymore either. My daughter isn't here right now. I did message her, but she probably can't come in right now. That tamper is little. I'm going to take that out of the bag because I'm going to sit it up here on the counter. Here is the it's an extra plug. Okay, this is a milk bag, a nut bag for your alternative milks and straining them out. When it wears. Do they wear out real fast? Do they? I'll have to make sure I don't lose that. I'll have to put this in the drawer because I don't want to lose this. Let me stick it down here. I'm liable to lose that if I don't. I'll put it down there because that'd be real easy to lose. And I don't want to lose it. Okay. I'm going to sit this down on the floor so I can put it up on the counter. All right. Here's the base. You know, when I first saw this, when Alexis demonstrated it, somewhere in the middle of August or something when she demonstrated, I didn't like the looks of it. But the more she used it, the more it grew on me. You know, because I didn't think it was very pretty. But actually, in essence, it's not that bad looking. Because when you see it on Periscope, you perceive it a little bit differently than when you see it yourself. See, here's the machine. Here you got your settings. You got smoothie, alternate milk, your grind, and your heated wash, your soup setting, your heated puree, jam, and sauce. And of course, you got your blends will be in here. Yeah, it does. It does. It really does. Well, I got to be careful of that. I don't want that to... I'm going to put that right back here. Well, that fits out, and that fits better than my Vitamix did because it's smaller. The Vitamix is a little bit wider, so this is smaller, so it fits better. Now I got to get the top out. Okay. Here is the canister, and this, everybody knows the canister is glass. What impressed me with this was the fact it's got this. So when you take it off of your machine, you have got another way to hold on to it. Reinforcement. Because most of your blenders, like the Ace blender, it only has the handle. Well, this thing is really heavy. It's about 6 pounds or so. This gives you more reinforcement. So this helps it, hang on to it a little bit better when you take it out of the... Of course, here's your plug. And, of course, your lid has to fit real tight. And then you put the stuff inside here. Oh, this... I'll need that probably. And this is what you stick stuff... How this comes out. I suppose it works kind of hard. Oh, there it goes. This fits on here, and you can put your ingredients in here. Oh, you have to tip it to get off the base. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah. Well, you do with the Ace blender, too. You have to tip it to get off the base. But this is what this is for. If you need to put something inside, you add something, then you just... And like Alexa said, this will not work without the lid. Yeah, me too. You can pour anything that you need to pour in here. You can pour in here without too much problem because you can't take the lid off of this. I wish Vitamix had a safety feature like that. Unfortunately, they don't because with the Vitamix, if you take the lid off, like I did the one time I was doing it here at home, and I was tamping something, and I ended up chewing up the tamper because I was supposed to put it through the cap, not the lid. This is the cap. You don't take the lid off. Oh, did they? So I ruined the tamper a little bit, but I went and bought another tamper so I could give it to my daughter because I didn't want her to have a boogered up tamper. But this locks into place. But I'm going to keep the white paper. But you can see this is a small canister. But see, you've got all your connections down here. You've got all your connections down here that fit on here. It only fits on one way. And I can show you. You got your connections right here, so your canister would go on just that very way. It fits right on there like that. I believe that's how it goes. Yeah, lost a lock on there, something like this. I'll figure it out. There it goes. Yeah, you'd have to tilt it. Yeah, you have to tilt it like this to get it off. I understand. I can see what you mean, Arlene. You can't get it off unless you tilt it up. But that's how it goes. And of course, this funnel thing is awesome. But this is a nice looking machine. I'll leave it close so people can see it. This, of course, your start button is right here. This is going to be an awesome machine. You got your cancel button. Pulse button is right here for pulsing. Because I know that Arlene had made that broccoli soup and you had to pulse. Hi, those that are just coming in. I'm showing what I bought. I saved the best for last, and I saved the Pampered Chef blender as for the last thing. I really like the way this looks. I did, like I said, when I saw it on Periscope, Alexis used it. I didn't like the way it looked. But you know what really impressed me is the fact he's got this on the side to get this off, and you cannot use this without the lid. That is a safety feature because it'll say lid on it. If you can't, so you cannot use the tamper without this lid. You just take the cap off. If, like I said, if the Vitamix had something like that, I would have never ruined that tamper because I took the lid off and I forgot to put the lid back on and started tamping with it, and then it drug the tamper right into the blades, and I had to stop it immediately. And I thought, well, how am I going to get the tamper out of here? It stuck up to the blades. It didn't ruin the blades. It just chewed the tamper up a little bit. And I just went and ordered another one from Amazon, and that's what I said to my daughter. But now I know you can't take the thing. You just take this cap off. But with this, you can't take it off because it won't. You just oh, you did? See, and you just stick it down in here like this. It will not touch the blades. You got this thing here, it stops it. Without this thing here, it would go all the way down. This is like a stopper, if you want to say. I'm going to take that white thing out of there so you can see. Look at the blade. They got this on to cover the blades up. Okay, I'll take this off so I can show you the blades. There are the blades, the stainless steel blades. You got about 8 blades, and they're awesome looking blades. Well, there are so many things in that book. I'm going to have to go through it and really figure out what I want to make. Probably I want to make that broccoli cheese soup. I'll have to buy the stuff for it. I'd have to go to the store and get stuff because I don't have any of it. But I want to try that. There's so many things, like I said, there's so many things in there to try. I mean, this has got a lot of recipes to it. I really don't know what I'm going to do yet. I guess it's going to take me a while to figure this lid out. There, it goes like that. It's going to take me a while to figure it out. But without the lid, you can't use the machine because it'll say lid on it. But this is an awesome machine. It looks better in person. Oh, thank you. I'm really happy I got it too because Alexis has been using hers and Erlene's been talking about using hers, and I says, oh, come on, I want to get mine so I can use mine too. So now that I've got it, because Alexis uses it for just about every one of her periscopes now. She kind of deviates and uses the quick cooker, which I do too. But one thing now, I won't have to do a lot of soups in the quick cooker as far as, proportion sizes because I've got this and I can make it in here. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. I'm showing what I got from Pampered Chef. Here's the Pampered Chef blender. I'm looking forward to making something in it. The first thing I'm going to have to do is do a heated wash, and I'll do that off camera. I'll have to do the heated wash first. Put about 3 cups of water in and heats the water up, and you can wash. I'll get this out of the way. But I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. But like I said, this book has got so much in it. I really don't know what I'm going to make first. I'm going to have to decide. I really don't know. Let's see. Maybe you can help me decide what to make. We got so many things in here. Yeah, you're right. For potlucks, which I need to do that. For potlucks, for myself, it's a little bit much. Let's see. I want to make some of the jam. But I do my jam that I made in the on the stove last week. It's so good. I eat it every day on my breakfast, on my toast. It's awesome. I want to try some of this sauce. This sounds good too, the butternut squash soup. Oh, you like the cleaning feature? Yeah, that's what I like. See, my Vitamix has got the cleaning feature on it too. But this has got a heated wash, which to me is a lot better than regular cleaning, because I figured it would be, especially when you make peanut butter in it. It would be a lot easier because it would clean it up so much better. You're heated because it heats it up. Because with the Vitamix, when I go to make peanut butter in it, you've got to almost soak it and you got to rub around inside of it. I'll be making peanut butter in here instead of that, because it's. There's Alexis. I went through everything already, Alexis, and I'm trying to decide in this book what I want to make from the Pampered Chef PC blender. I mean, I saved this for last, and I'm loving it. It's taking me a little time to figure out the lid though, because I couldn't quite figure it out. Does it? Yeah. Alexis, what do you use your funnel for? Yeah, you need to save your pennies. Well, I just hosted a show this month, and I managed to get this for $139.60. I got it 60% off because it was a special for the host. You haven't used your funnel? I thought maybe you used it. I suppose you can or you can't. Yeah, it is. You know, and I was telling him, Alexis, when I first saw you use the blender, I liked the way it worked. I liked the fact that you can't use it unless you've got the lid on it, which is awesome in itself. I didn't like the looks of it at first. When I saw you use it, I thought, I don't really like it. But you know something? As the more you use it, it started growing on me. And actually, this is pretty. It's not that bad looking at all. Yes, I am. But it's and I like the fact, this is what impresses me, is I love this part of it, that you can pick this up, because this thing is heavy. Just by itself, just hanging onto it like this without anything in it, it's very, very heavy. And with this on here, it gives you a little bit more leverage. You won't drop it that way. And that's what I like. I like about that. When Pampered Chef decided to make this, they did a good job because they really thought it through. This is glass. This is glass. And I'll show you. This has, you see these here? This is their heating element. This cannot get wet. You cannot get it in the sink. So therefore, when you rinse it out, it's best to hold your hand underneath it, or like my daughter does. What she does is she gets her measuring cup, and she measures 3 cups of water, pours it in there, and puts her soap in. And when she rinses it out, she does the same thing again. Just uses her measuring cup to measure out the water instead of rinsing it out under the sink, which makes sense because you don't want to get this wet. People have been known to get them wet, and I don't know if they're going to work after that, because that's got the heating element. That's what sets this apart from the Vitamix. The Vitamix does not have a heating element in the Vitamix. It works by friction, which means the more it turns and the longer it runs, the blades will heat everything up, the soup. But the thing with that is you've got to have pretty much hot water to start with. If you have cold water coming out of your faucet for your soup, and it's not room temperature or it's not heated up, your soup is going to be very cold. I've found that out. No, you can't turn it off. Why would you want to turn it off? I mean, you got your start button here. Yes, a jam. I saw that, Alexis, and I'm trying to figure out. Everybody's asking me what I'm going to make, and I've been going through the book trying to decide what I want to make first. I know Alexis hasn't made everything in here. Arlene made the broccoli and cheddar soup, which I want to try that. Although I don't know if I'd use it. Well, they call for two heads of broccoli, and Arlene said that didn't make much. I'm afraid of, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. You'd have to chop them up real fine. I wouldn't put them in there whole. Hi, good to see you. Oh, the heat is, with the smoothie setting, you only have a few settings that run on heat. Your puree is heated, your wash is heated, I think your milk is heated too. The milk setting is heated. Grind is not. Jam is heated also. And your soup is heated. But your smoothie would not be, and your ice cream would not be, of course. No heat with, that's right, no heat with the grind. But I knew you wouldn't have it with the grind, but you would have it with the alternative milk. You would have it with the soup, of course, the heated puree. Of course, your heated wash, your sauce, and your jam. pretty much all heated except for the smoothie and ice cream. You don't have no, you wouldn't want those heated. There are smoothies in here. Ice cream, there's no ice cream in here, but you can make your own ice cream, strawberry, banana, or whatever. I see a smoothie in here. I'd love to try to make that smoothie, that strawberry banana smoothie. Awesome. Oh, would it? Awesome. Well, this has got a lot of recipes in it. I'm hoping they're going to come up with more, maybe some on the website or whatever, but this has got, I'm going to go through this catalog and decide what I really want to make. I might want to do the broccoli for tomorrow. I'd have to go get the broccoli. It says 2 heads of broccoli and chop them up real good. So my daughter said the 6 cups, it pretty much fills it to the top. I said, well, you don't want to do that. So kind of chop them up a little bit. It's $3.49. That's the original price, $3.49. But I got mine for $139.60 because I hosted a show. And in fact, if you want to get it cheaper, then you host a show. Just talk to Alexis. Yes, $3.49. Because your Vitamixes are more than that. They can run $600, $700, $800. Yes, it is. I will show you. Yes, it has your heat source right here. This is your heating element here. It works for your heated puree. And here I'm talking like I've used it before, but I've seen Alexis uses it enough. I can mention it. You got your heated puree setting. You've got your sauce, jam, soup setting is all heated. Your heated wash is heated. Your alternative milk will be heated as well. The grind is not, and the smoothie is not. Of course, when you use an ice cream would not be so. So you have 2 settings actually that are not heated. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. So this is an awesome blender. If you can afford it and you want to get it for $139.60, just host a show. Just get with Alexis. She's in here, and just talk to her. She'll set you up with a show. That's how I was able to get mine for $139.60 because this is an awesome blender. I love the fact I'm going to be able to cook while it's blending. It's cooking everything. You can make a carrot ginger soup or potato soup in here, and it cooks your potatoes it's more or less like set it and forget it. Unless you have to add something, then it'll, like I watched Alexis, she gets to the point where it'll say add on your display, then it'll stop. You just take your lid off and you add what you need, then go back, put your lid back on, and it'll finish up. It's got your pulse and it's got your cancel setting as well. This is going to be an awesome blender. This is going to get a lot of use, let me tell you. The quick cooker, I think I'm going to save for potlucks, or I'm going to save it for smaller things like my mac and cheese, or maybe noodles, or something that I can fix and have one meal of. Because the quick cooker fixes an awful lot. And that's, like Erlene said, that's more for a quantity of people. Oh, you need to make an Alfredo sauce? There's my daughter. Oh, you missed it all, sweetie. You missed, but I got the blender out. If you want me to, I can go over real quick some of the things that I have. That's what you came in here for, unless you want to go back and watch the replay. And I can show you some of the things that I got. I kind of put them all together in a box here. First of all, this over here. First of all, I got a pretzel mat, and everybody knows. Alexis probably knows what I got. She kind of remembers. This is the pretzel dough mix. Got this. Here is the pretzel form. If you watched Alexis's scopes, you've seen her make pretzels with this pretzel form. It's kind of awesome the way she does it. You got yours too? Awesome. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It certainly is. And she's made her pretzels with this, and it's being able to twist them around and getting them just right. I never figured that out. This goes on. This is the whole part of it, and it goes on here. And twisting them around and making your pretzels. That's like this. You got, and you know, there. And this is the pretzel thing. And you twist it around. I guess it's got the arrows. You go like this and this and this, and you know, and it tells you exactly how to go. Oh, you looked at that pretzel thing? Yeah, I saw her on our Periscope make pretzels once, and I says, "Well, that's awesome. That's cute." And I was so impressed. And this is for the dough. This is the dough crimper. This is for the pretzel dough. That come with it. That's going to take me a while to figure this out. I was more enthused about the PC blender than anything. I'll put this all back in here. And I'll show you some of the other stuff I got. Things. So I've been spending my time telling everybody. I like this pretzel mat. I think that's kind of cool. They all come in this bag, so I'll put it back in here as best I can. I'm going to figure out where to put everything later. There is a tortilla warmer. You can use this for more than tortillas, though. You could probably use it for pita bread. If you want to keep pancakes warm or whatever. Because if you heat tortillas up in the stove or whatever in the oven, you want to keep them warm, just put them in here and you can keep them warm. You know, I make a lot of tacos and use tortillas, different size tortillas, so that's what this is good for. And I couldn't figure out what I wanted to get, and I saw that, and I thought I might as well because I make enough tacos and stuff anyway. I can use that. Donut pan. Everybody knows what this is. I like that. I like this pan. Alexis uses it quite a bit. It's awesome. You don't make real big ones. You don't make real small ones. Oh, lost me. Okay. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna go over. I'll get this stuff out and I'll let you see what I have here. Make sure I got everything out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I love this thing. I needed a good whisk. Now I do have whisks, and Alexis talks about the whisks. Look how close those are. This will be a very good whisk. I've always needed a real good whisk. So when I saw that in the book, I said, yeah, I'm going to get that whisk because I've seen her use it. It's awesome. Got me another one of these. I've already had one, but I got another one. You can't have too many of these basting brushes. I'll put this down in the box. You can't have too many of those. These things are adorable. These things are absolutely adorable. Aren't these cute? Gold, so look at that. Silver, bronze, and gold spoons. Look at that. Just ideal for your portion control, like your ice cream or whatever. I thought they were so adorable. She asked me about those, and I said, yeah, I'd take those. They're so cute. Yeah, aren't they cute? I've seen Alexis has those too. And this spatula I didn't realize was as big as it is. That thing is big. I've got some of the Pampered Chef spatulas. I've got this one, and I've got the itty bitty one, but I didn't have the great big one. This thing is big. Or I guess you could use it as a scraper. That thing is big. I didn't realize how big it was. It is. When I saw it in the catalog, it didn't look that big, but I took it out of here, and it was enormous. It was so big. It was kind of sticking in here, too. I couldn't get it out when you pulled it. I'll get it out of here, and then I'll put it in my tool thing. I don't have to put this back in the package. I just put it back there. Look at how big that is. Wow. Man, you can do a lot of scraping with that, can't you? I'm going to stick that in my tool thing. That's a good place for it. Wow. Okay. And then I got me one of these. And this is a serving slicer. Yep. Serving slicer. These are real good for like pies. But you can't use these. You would not use this on a non-stick surface because you're going to scratch it. So if you got a pan that's not non-stick, it would be fine on this. It would work real well. You know, I've got, or you buy the pie crust from the store, and you've got those little just tin ones. This will work good on that too. Yeah, I say they are great for pies. Put this back in here. And this is what really impresses me. Alexis, I'm sure, probably knows what these are, but this is awesome. It's got a brush with it. Now, any new people in here, Alexis already knows, so she can't guess. But anybody in here, and Erling can't guess because she guessed before. Can anybody tell me what I have in this package? Those ones that just came in and have not guessed. Guess what this is before I take it. And Alexis already knows, so her guess doesn't count because she already knows what it is. Can anybody guess what these are? Yep, you're right. It's the metal straws. My daughter got it right. It's the metal straws with the spoons on the end. Aren't these awesome? Yeah. That is awesome, isn't it? I think they're so nice. Metal straws are nice to have anyway. But she asked me about this. She says, could you use this? Also, I says, oh, yeah. I love metal straws. When I do any drinking out of my stainless steel or whatever metal, I like to use metal straws. Root beer, yeah, you could use it for a root beer float. Yeah. A milkshake, if you have a milkshake, because you know how your milkshakes are so thick. Of course, I don't have those, but you know how thick those really are. You have to spoon them out. So they would work for that. And I love this case for it. That's awesome. So that's basically all there is. But this is my favorite thing of all. Oh yeah, fruity drinks. Oh, he would like those, Erlene. But I think this is my favorite. This is my favorite thing of all. And I'll bring it back out again for those that didn't see it. And how that this is the PC cooking blender. Of course, if you watched Alexis enough, you've seen her use it as well. I like this for this because you can lift it off, and you don't have to worry about not having enough leverage, because this in itself is heavy. Can you imagine how heavy it'd be putting stuff in it? You would drop it and break it. Well, this is almost like an extra handle. Yep, I sure did. I sure did, Sharon. Yep, I sure did. You know, when Alexis first unveiled it, I saw it and I thought, oh, that thing I don't like the looks of that. But you know something? The more she started using it, that really grew on me. And actually, it looks a lot better than I thought. Oh, thank you for following me. This is awesome. It's got your different settings on it. You've got smoothies. Of course, this is the cancel button here. You've got smoothies, alternate milk, grind, heated wash, which is real good for after you wash, because I'll have to do that when I get off camera, heated wash. You got your soup setting, your heated puree, jams, and sauces, and then you got other settings in here, like your blend for ice cream. I think you put it on a custom blend for about 3 or whatever, so you got those too. But this has got quite a few settings on it. It's simply based like the quick cooker. You can see it's similar to based on the way they've got them lined up and everything. But this is going to be an awesome blender. And as like I said before, you cannot use this without the lid. You can't impress that enough, because it'll say lid right on it, because I've seen Alexis use hers enough, and you can see where it says lid. That's a safety feature. So therefore, you go to tamp your something down, whether you're using ice cream, peanut butter, you take this cap off and tamp it. You don't take the lid off because you can't use it without the lid. So you just take the cap off, and just stick the tamper down in like this, because this here stops it, and it will not touch the blades. See, it doesn't come anywhere near the blades. But one thing with this, and I know I'm gonna find that out when I use it. It's like the Vitamix. You've got to put enough in here to make it worth your while, to be able to tamp it right. You've got to cover up your blades and then some. You know, I really don't know. Oh, turning right. Oh, yeah, turning right tightens it. Yeah, I'll figure it out early, and I've got to work with it. People keep asking me. I've got the cooking guide here, and I'm going to have to look through this when I get off of here and decide what I really want to make. I might make the broccoli cheddar soup, maybe. There's also butternut squash. Make a carrot. They don't have a carrot soup in here, but I think you could probably find one for it. I bet it did. You know, it's a little bit of trial and error, because this is something I've never used before. So I'm going to have to get used to using it. You know, my daughter uses hers. She loves it. She did a broccoli soup in it yesterday, and she really had it filled up. She said, well, go up to there's a heat setting. Now, this is a cold setting here, and here's the heat setting. You're not to really go above these settings. She had it right up to the heat setting. That's for safety purposes, because you don't want to go in so darn full that's going to come out over the top, and you're going to, you know, have explode in your kitchen. You don't want that either, so you got to be careful how much you really use in here. But these recipes in here are geared for this, so there shouldn't be any problem. So when it said the broccoli soup, when it says to use 6 cups of broccoli, seems like an awful lot, but Erlene said it didn't really make that much. Oh, was it scary? Oh, look at this. Chocolate cherry skillet cake. Now, I didn't notice. Have you tried this yet, Alexis? I haven't seen you make this on your scope yet. That looks awesome. Of course, I would use carob. But, boy, I didn't know you could do that in there either. Of course, you probably have to put it in the oven afterwards. But, oh, my. Look at that. Oh, yeah. You pull some of it. I would think, yeah, I think that's what the directions say too. Pull some of it. Or you could probably chop it up real fine too. Because if you're going to put 6 cups of broccoli florets in here, you should chop them up real fine. That's what I would do. You know, don't put the florets in there whole. Just chop them up a little bit. It'd make it a little bit easier. It would go through it would make a lot less strain on the blender. And it probably wouldn't fill it so full either. I'd be a little afraid. I might try that one, but I'm not sure. You said, oh, you chopped it up also, but you said it didn't make that much, because I was wondering if that 6 cups of broccoli would be too much for me. But you said it didn't make enough for the 3 of you, because I was wondering about that, because I want to make that, but I'm not sure what I should do. You know, oh, there wasn't enough. Oh, see, here's the broccoli cheddar soup. And you could make the Did you make the Oh, that's right. You did make the biscuits. So you said only the 2 of you. And you had 1 bowl. So I guess if I made it with the 6 cups, I'd have 1 bowl one day and 1 the next. So I guess that wouldn't be too bad. Compared to the quick cooker, oh my goodness, that serves so darn many people. I'm eating on it for days. Well, I'm going to stop doing that and just. Oh no biscuits yet. Okay. I'm eating on it for days. So. This will be a lot better and I'll use this a lot more for soups, Alexis, than I will my quick cooker. I'll save that for potlucks. If I go to potluck at church and serve a lot of people, I'll use it for that. Or I'll use it to make macaroni and cheese, maybe noodles, stuff real small that I can put in, you know, baked potatoes and what have you. Do that, you know, and save the blender for the soups and stuff, the smoothies, which I'll probably make a smoothie in it too. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, well, see, your blender doesn't have as much room, but you got a 6-quart quick cooker. That's a lot when you start thinking about it. This is not going to be quite that much. It says around 6 quarts, 12 cups or something like that. 2 cups and a quart. I believe there's 12 cups. So that's a lot. Well, you can't put that much in here. So you go half of that in here. They said 6 cups of broccoli. They called for 2 heads of broccoli, so 6 cups of broccoli florets, 2 large heads. I could probably get 2 small ones. It probably work just as well. And I would use the vegan cheddar. I wouldn't make the biscuits, but I would make the. You have to preheat the oven. I suppose that's for the biscuits. So, but I think I would probably try to make that. People were asking me. I'm going to go through this book. Oh yeah. I might try this butternut squash. I've never really had butternut squash, but I want to try it with pumpkin seed granola. Well, I've got granola. It's not exactly pumpkin seed granola. You could put any granola in it probably. So that could probably do that too. So I might try to make this. I just have to get a butternut squash. I think you have. Let's see. How much does it take? 3 cups of butternut squash. Probably just one squash will give you 3 cups. It does look good. You haven't made this yet, have you, Arlene? I don't think you've made it yet either, have you, Alexis? This butternut squash soup. At least I haven't seen you make it yet. This looks good. Oh, I didn't think you had, because I see all your stuff you post. But if you're not following Alexis, follow her, because she makes a lot in her blender. Now, she didn't do any cooking this morning. I surprised her by coming in her scope this morning. Why I was in there is because my dogs had to go out at 4 o'clock this morning. I could not sleep, and I saw she was on. Now, that being said, anybody with iOS 13, you're not going to be able to get any notifications, because I'm still not getting them, and they updated it 2 days ago. I just messaged them again before I came in here and told them, well, your update didn't fix whatever it's supposed to fix. If it's supposed to fix the notifications, it didn't do it, because there was a guy I wanted to watch on Periscope. He was on, and I missed him because I didn't get the notifications. So the notifications still aren't coming through. So I think they need to work on that. But I came in there this morning because I had to let my dogs out, and I knew she comes out about 3:30. I don't have to get the notification too much for her, because at 3:30, if I'm awake, I hear it go off. Of course, I'm not now because I got iOS 13, but so about 4 o'clock, I was in there a little after 4 o'clock. The dogs had to go out, so I says, well, I'll just go in there and see what she's talking about. I surprised her by being in there this morning. And I told her I was getting my my stuff today, and I'm glad I did. It came about 1 o'clock my time, but I didn't come in right away because I was in a Periscope watching a friend of mine, hasn't been on in a couple months, and he was in there, and I wanted to hear him, so I went and waited until he got done, and then I got ready to come in here. But if you have iOS 13, you're still going to have problems getting notifications, so you're going to miss some. But the only thing I can tell you to do is what I have to do is just every few minutes go into your Periscope app and see if there's anybody on that you want to watch. That's what the only thing you do. But you can almost set your time by Alexis because she comes on pretty much the same time every morning anyway. So I don't have to worry about that. And I won't really miss. I miss her most of the time because I'm sleeping. I just wasn't this morning. But those that wanted to see what I got, I'll have to go back and watch the replay and see everything that I got from my party, which I had earlier this month. If you want to get this blender at 60% off, you can get it this month, next month in November, I think she said. Host a party, and you can get it for $139.60, which is a steal compared to because it's originally $349. I was able to get mine on 60% off, and my daughter's at 50% off, so I got her one too because she didn't have. She wanted one, and I got one for her. So she enjoys using hers. So, and I know I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. It's just going to take me some time to get used to it, figure out how to use it, because everything is trial and error. When you get something for the first time, you wonder how to really use it. I did with the quick cooker too. It looked a little intimidating at first. This does look a little intimidating, but I think I'll get used to it once I start using it. And I'm going to do the heated wash when I get off of here. I'll do that the first thing, clean the container out, because you should always wash your stuff when you first get it, because you don't know what kind of stuff goes through all the processing and making. You don't know what kind of stuff it's got in it, shavings and all that stuff it can have. So you got to kind of clean it up, So, yeah, I know. I suppose it is, Erlene, but I have to take a little time to go through everything and make sure I know what I'm doing, because I don't want to do the wrong thing. So that's what I'm going to make sure of it. I'm glad I could come in here and show you everything that I got. I'm really happy with everything that I got. I'm almost getting a pampered chef store now, so a lot of this stuff I'll store here in the kitchen on my table. I don't use my table for anything, so yeah. Look at the book, and I know there's the regular. I don't know where I put that book. The white book that come with it. Yeah, here it is. There's a getting started book, and this book here will tell you the most. This tells you exactly the operation of it. So read that, and I'll have to sit down. That's what I do when I get something. This is the first thing I do is I sit down and read the book to get familiar with everything of it before I even use it. Although the heated wash, there's nothing to that. Just put your water in there and wash it. But to get to use it itself, putting food and stuff in there, I want to make sure I do it right. But I definitely will come on tomorrow and do a scope using the blender, because the people are going to see me use it, and they want to see what and I'll surprise you what I'm going to make. I might make the butternut squash. I might make this broccoli. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to go through this book again, and I'm going to look at it and see what I really want to make and decide. There's a lot in here. This is a pretty good sized cooking guide. And it's going to stay right out here in the kitchen, so I know where it's at all times. So really, this is a good bargain for even for $3.49, which is cheaper than any Vitamix, because they do start about $3.49 and they go on up to $700-800. But when you get this for $139.60, it's not a whole lot more than I paid for the quick cooker, because I got that for $112. So actually, I've only got about $250 between the quick cooker and this, and that's not bad. That's not bad. And I got two good items, two real good Pampered Chef items. And the quick cooker has paid for itself. I've used it so much, it's paid for itself and then something. And this is going to do the same. And I know Alexis probably feels it's done the same for her. It's paid for itself because it's very handy, and I've got a place here on the cupboard to keep it now, because I cleaned my counter off so I can put it back on my counter and use it, come in here and use it. Oh, did they? A pumpkin? I'm going to have to check that out. I go into that Facebook group every once in a while, Erlene, and check it out, see if there's new recipes, because I am a member of the group too, so is Laura. So if you want to get this blender, and then there's a Facebook group for the deluxe cooking blender where they post recipes in there, and people ask questions in there. So that'd be an ideal one for people that want to get acquainted with the deluxe blender. Oh, good, Erlene. Yeah, send it to me in text. I would appreciate that, and I'll have it, because You learn so much by looking at the people that have made things in their deluxe blender, because they'll take pictures of what they made in it and told you about the recipe and everything. People are, only problem some people are having, and that's kind of what scares me, is they're scorching it on the bottom a little bit. And I don't know how that's happening. But this does have a brush with it, which I did see the brush. I don't know, I must have put it down here, in here. I think I put it in here. I got the brush for, or did I put it? No, here it is. This is a brush to clean it out under the blades. So that's the only thing I'm worried about, is scorching it. But I guess if you turn it off right away and cancel it, you shouldn't have a big problem. Use enough liquid and stuff. So that's the only thing that scares me. Have you ever scorched yours on the bottom, Alexis? I know you've used yours enough. You're probably getting used to it now. You wouldn't do that. But, that scares me for the first time. Am I going to scorch it? My daughter hasn't scorched hers yet. She says it's working out real well. But I've seen people on Facebook group that said they've scorched the bottom of it. And I don't know if they're not using enough liquid or what it is, but they're just not, there's something about it that did something that it scorched. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here because I want to wash this thing out and try to find a place to put this stuff. Oh, you haven't? Okay, good. I'm gonna try to find a place to put this stuff. I've got plenty of things to put away, and most of them I'll set up on my kitchen table, use that as a place to store the stuff, because I have no other place to put it. Because I got enough stuff in the back room as it is. So I'm gonna put this in the drawer so I don't lose that. Put that right there. Keep that in there. So I thank you all for coming in. I'm definitely going to use the PC blender tomorrow, but what I'm going to make yet, I don't know. So be looking for that. So thank you all for coming in. If you didn't watch the whole Periscope, go back and watch the replay to see everything that I bought. You can see as I opened it up. It happens with potatoes or cheese. That's what I thought. Yeah, see, the broccoli cheddar, some people were having trouble with that, and I think they said if you take it off the thing right away, you won't have that problem. Me too. That makes sense, Alexis. High starch content. That's what I'd be afraid of, to do a potato soup in it, and it would scorch the bottom of it. But I would think the brushing that would get it right out. There should be no problem getting it out. Maybe the heated wash would get it out too. I don't know. So that's the only thing that concerns me, when I scorch it at the bottom. It didn't scorch. Oh, good, Erlene. I'm glad to hear that it didn't scorch. I don't know. It's some people it is, so I don't know what to say about it, because only the vegan. Yeah. Well, see, you made that vegan cheese sauce, and you made, and it was a Vitamix recipe. You did the broccoli cheddar, and no problem. Okay. That's what I want. That's what I'm thinking. I might do that tomorrow and try that one, because I'll use the vegan cheese, and shouldn't have any problem. It was. I bet it was. Did you have to use the brush on Erlene, to get the scorched stuff off? Because I want to make. Does it tell you in the book that if it's scorched at the bottom how to clean it? Because I don't want to do the wrong thing, and I'm going to have to go through this before I do anything. I'm going to have to read this to make sure I don't miss anything, because knowing me, I'll miss something in there. So I'll sit down in my chair and read this book first before I even use it. You didn't follow a recipe from the book. I can't do that. I got to follow a recipe. I just can't do anything without following the recipe, because the recipe is there, and if I make a mistake, then it's human error. Of course, the recipes can be written wrong too. So, you use baking soda in the brush and you got it right out. Okay. Like a paste of baking soda. Did you use it with water too? Yeah. Ketchup will clean the scorch out. I heard that for the quick cooker too. I don't know what it is about ketchup that'll get rid of that stuff. I suppose what you have to do is you have to leave it sit for a while and then clean it out. Maybe do a heated wash and it takes it right out. I'm going to have to, like I said, I'm going to have to read this, and it's going to tell me exactly. Okay, Erlene, well, I'm about ready to get off of here anyway, so I thank you all for coming in and being here for me and watching me unbox this. And if you didn't see the whole thing and you want to go back and watch the whole thing, then go back and watch the replay, because I went over step by step everything I got so you could see. So that being said, I will come on tomorrow, use the PC blender, make some soup or smoothie or whatever. I haven't decided yet, but I'll sit down and make something tomorrow. So in the meantime, I hope you all have a great and marvelous day, what's left of it. Take care, God bless, and until we meet again, bye-bye. Bye-bye.